I'm Julie Orvis, and I am the coordinator of special events at Historic Deerfield, and bringing you today's episode of celebrating our ambassadors that introduces a few of our volunteers for our friends and followers. Our ambassadors give their time and a variety of talents. Today, I'm talking with Robin Yerkes from Conway, who signed up to volunteer for the first time this year, though a longtime Historic Deerfield supporter and often attending our events. She is an avid history buff. Robin was able to help with checking and greeting attendees at the winter lecture with Kevin Sweeney on March 1st, just before the shutdown, and was signed up to do March 29th and Patriots Day muster, which was canceled.
Oh, wow.
So Robin, you started volunteering right before the shutdown. So you've only had a chance to volunteer once, but you obviously, know Historic Deerfield, and we've known each other for a long time.
True.
So, and of course, you became a volunteer because I invited you. So I know how you became a volunteer after many conversations at the Deerfield Inn. So tell us how was your first experience in what you're thinking about this shutdown?
Well, I had a lovely time, met some people I hadn't known, saw some people I hadn't seen for ages. It was quite lovely, and it was a huge crowd.
Yeah, we had 435 people that day at that event.
Yeah, it was a free thing, I think.
Yeah.
Parking was interesting, and I think there was still snow on the ground, but I wasn't sure.
Yes. Oh, right. It's 90 degrees out. There was still snow there on March 1st. We had a long cold and wet spring, actually. So it seems far away.
It just got nice about a week ago, really.
Yeah.
I plan to volunteer more because now I'm cutting down on work, so I have more time to volunteer. A lot of good that did, because then I spent the next 3 months inside. Oh well.
Oh wow.
And discovered Zoom.
Yes, right. So have you been Zooming conversations with lots of people?
Well, we did a Zoom yoga thing with people from Australia and British Columbia and France. So that was interesting. We have a Zoom exercise class here in Conway.
That's great. Yeah. So getting back to Historic Deerfield. So yeah. How did you first become interested in Historic Deerfield? What were some of the first events that you went to?
Oh, years ago when I lived in Boston, I came out here when I was like 20 something and discovered Deerfield then, and came from time to time over the years, and then moved out here and got more interested in what was going on. And I'm involved with the Greenfield Historic Society.
That's right. You're also, yep.
You know. So yep. I decided to cover everything around here.
Right. Yeah, does Conway have a historical
yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So you do.
So I go to meetings there too, but I'm not involved in it except for going to meetings.
Yeah.
But I find Historic Deerfield really, really interesting. Had planned to do some more, except then it closed, which I think is terrible.
So what's one of your favorite or most interesting things at Historic Deerfield that you participated in?
Well, the only thing I participated in, the volunteer thing.
Oh, right. Yes. Was the thing with Kevin Sweeney. I was just thinking like maybe thinking back with the Dublin seminars. I know that you and Tilda went to Dublin quite. Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I never did any of that.
Oh, okay. You went to, there was the 1704. Yeah, the 1704 in the past, because that was what the theme was this year, because it's a leap year. So Kevin was talking about the history of raids and taking captives and stuff was his topic.
Well, the changing, over the past, God, for me, 50 years, more than 50 years, the changing focus has been interesting to watch.
Oh yeah, and how's that? Like what, in terms of
nobody talked about, the Indians as anything but awful 50 years ago. So that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But that's, that, you know, that when they were savages, but all signage has been changed, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's interesting. So I do more volunteer if it ever reopens again.
Yes, well, the plan is to reopen on September 5th on Labor Day
On
weekend, and
Labor
we are
Day.
going to
Okay.
have a muster on that day.
Okay. Outside, I assume, which will cause it
Yes,
to
that'll be an outside event.
rain, you know.
Right. So great. Well, I'm glad that you came and did this interview today. And you'll be seeing it on, put out on social media. And I just want to end our conversation by saying, you know, thanks for agreeing to volunteer at Historic Deerfield, and after so long of supporting our programs.
Yeah, I'll
And
continue to volunteer. It's fun.
yeah, you know, and I just want to say that through the ambassadors program, that's what we call our volunteer program, we hope to give people who are passionate about local history a way to engage others and disseminate that history. So that's, you know, being part of that, that's our whole idea, and really appreciate that you've been able to do that. And we look forward to seeing you volunteering. And like I said, we'll be open again on September 5th. Great.
Ta-da.
Thank you.
Okay. If you